Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are doing good. We have a mammoth match day ahead of us, the penultimate game of the season, which would determine the victors of this hard-fought war. The top four sides tried their best to get the upper hand during the course of the season. Sevilla, considered as the dark horses, were the first to dismiss their chances. Barcelona then bowed out of the title race. And finally, we are now only left with two teams. The La Liga trophy would be coming to Madrid, but which team will have the final laugh? We will be knowing that in a matter of hours. The pressure is maximum on the players, and we would be hoping the team in red and white crumbles under pressure and Zinedine Zidane becomes the first Real Madrid manager in more than a decade to lift back-to-back La Liga trophies. So in this video, we'll do the final match preview of the season. We'll also go through the words of Zinedine Zidane from the pre-match press conference. And lastly, we'll conclude this video by doing the match predictions. So let's get started. Real Madrid will be hosting Villareal at the ALfredo de Stefano, and if we talk about the opposition, they are also in a very closely contested race to finish in the top 6. They are currently in the 7th position, only behind Real Sociedad and behind Real Betis on goal difference, so they have plenty to play for. We also know they would be facing Manchester United in the Europa League final, and if they win against the English Giants, possibly they would be playing in the Champions League next year. So it's going to be a very eventful week for the Yellow Submarine, and there is a chance that Unai Emery will try to rest a few players and keep them protected for the final. Anyways, if we talk about the form of Villareal, they have 3 wins and 2 losses in the last 5 matches. But as we know, in the previous match day, Villareal beat Sevilla 4-0. And also in the reverse fixture, Villareal had managed to hold on to a draw against Real Madrid. So there would be no shortage of confidence, but coming to how Villareal can set up against Real Madrid, it is likely that Unai Emery will use the 4-4-2 formation. Up top, there would be Gerard Moreno, who has enjoyed a brilliant season with Villareal. In the current season, he has got 23 goals, which is one more than Karim Benzema, so you can understand we have to be careful of this man. He can be accompanied either by Carlos Bacca or Paco Alcacer, but since Bacca scored a hat-trick in the previous match day, he might as well get the nod. In the midfield as well, Villareal have some good players. Dani Parejo, one of the veterans of La Liga, he would be pulling the strings in the middle along with Francis Coquelin. And lastly, we'll also be keeping an eye on Pau Torres. As we know, he is being scouted by Real Madrid, and there have been a few reports suggesting that Villareal would be demanding 70 million for the Spanish centre-back. So Zidane does have plenty to think about, but once again, he will be having some key absentees for this match. Eden Hazard, to the surprise of nobody, misses out for the last game. He had a slight muscle overload, which means Hazard is already done for the season. Toni Kroos as well misses out due to coronavirus. Recently, he had spoken about how he felt weak due to the coronavirus on a podcast, so we extend our best wishes to Toni and we wish him a very speedy recovery. But as you can see, Ramos and Varane are back in the squad. We had expected yesterday that they would be returning to the squad, but will they start? And should they start? We'll discuss that during the match predictions. Moving on, let's hear what Zidane had to say in his pre-match press conference. Zidane was again bombarded with questions regarding his future, but his sole focus was the game against Villareal. He was firstly asked which would be easier, Real Madrid becoming champions or Zinedine Zidane continuing as a Real Madrid manager. And while laughing, Zidane replied, "Your question really, the most important thing is not me or anyone else. It's the team, the game, and what we want to achieve." That's the truth. For us, it's just about focusing on the game. With everything that has happened this year, we're going to play 90 minutes at a very high level to win La Liga. Then Zidane was asked how he assessed the season of Real Madrid, and Zidane calmly responded, "In 2017, we won it on the final day. That's what makes football and La Liga so beautiful. It's been a good season, but the key thing is to give our all, and we've done that. Both the players and everyone else who works for the team. We have faith, we'll give it our all we've got, and take the 3 points." He further went on to appreciate the effort that was put in by the players. He said, "My players have always given their all, from beginning till the end. With injuries, COVID, I regret little things because I'm very critical of myself and I'm a winner. I hate losing, even if it seems I am not bothered by anything at times. I give everything to win, and that's the Real Madrid DNA. The players want to win, and they have always given their best, despite the difficulties we've had." Then Zidane was asked what changed since the press conference of the Huesca game. As you all may be remembering, there was a time when Zidane was absolutely furious with the reporters. He felt disrespected, and since the game against Levante, Real Madrid have not lost a single game in La Liga. They have been on an unbeaten run of 17 games, and on this question Zidane said, "You had criticized me immensely back then. That's a part of football and that's it. But I was just asking you to let the team work. We were the reigning champions, and these lads deserve a chance to fight to the end. We'll make our judgments at the end of the season. Working together, we turn things around, and here we are on the final day in La Liga." We live for this feeling, and we are still in it. Then Zidane was asked how he is feeling as the season comes to a close. Does he feel relieved or does he feel tired? He responded, "No, not this time. I came back here with a lot of energy and gave it my all. You know it's complicated and difficult work. We are lucky to be a part of this great club and I'm enjoying it every moment. After a season like this, the only thing you can do is get some rest, but we are very motivated." And then during the course of the interview, there was a journalist who asked Zidane if Real Madrid could do better if Zidane wasn't the coach. And to this, Zidane blatantly responded, "Of course, that's for sure." So as you all see, some of the reporters in Spain really like having a go at the players, the managers. It's almost like some of them fail to see the big picture, and it's very much understandable why Zidane often gets tired dealing with these reporters. But coming to the last question, Zidane was asked if he played any role in Benzema returning to the national team, but Zidane denied that, as he said, "Absolutely not, but I'm very happy that Karim is back. That's what I wanted and I'm very happy for him. He has always done great things on the pitch and I hope we'll all enjoy his football." So those were the bits from the pre-match press conference, which as you see was pretty much centered around Zidane and his future, and we certainly are waiting with great interest to know what decisions Zidane will take. He has the right to decide, but let's hope for the best. Moving on, let's come to the final segment of the video, the match prediction of this all-important game. I am expecting Real Madrid to set up in the 4-3-3 formation. There would be Courtois in goal, but who would form the defense? That is a big question. Ramos and Varane have returned, but are they completely ready? They surely would be a bit rusty being on the sidelines, and I am inclined towards the idea that both Militao and Nacho will keep their place in the squad. They have done good work, and they are very much capable of forming a solid centre-back pairing. So the two of them should be there, and along with him in the full-back position, I'm expecting Miguel and Alvaro Odriozola to start in the back line. In the midfield, since Kroos is out, Modric will be occupying his position, and along with him, Casemiro and Valverde should form the midfield. And lastly, in attack, there is a good chance that the two Brazilian boys would start with Benzema, but there's also a chance that Rodrigo would be used on the left, and Asensio could come back in the starting 11 and start on the right. So that is my predicted lineup, and as for my scoreline predictions, I predict Real Madrid 2, Villareal 1. I am expecting a tight match, but we need a miracle today. We need Ronaldo Nazario to get his team completely charged up, fight valiantly against Atleti, and hopefully they will come up with the goods and place Real Madrid in the driver's seat. So that is all I have here. Do let me know how you're feeling ahead of this match, and of course, don't forget to put in your match predictions. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully as champions. But till then, take care, glory to Madrid, and as always, Hala Madrid!